it was one of the greatest wealth creation things in the history of the world. The layer that underlies that is power, and it's equally as big. It's like, let's go try to fix the healthcare system.
Yeah, Bill, can you give a little bit of your background as well?
I went to University of Illinois undergrad in electrical engineering. Went on later to Harvard Business School. Got fascinated with kind of semiconductor physics stuff. Moved out to Silicon Valley, going back to Taiwan in 1987 to help the government start Taiwan Semiconductor. Started in the Silicon area and funded a bunch of companies. Started an ISP in the mid-90s that became data centers in 10 countries by year 2000 and went public. Retired for a while, became a sponsored athlete in kiteboarding a little bit later. When Web 2.0 happened, I felt another wave and I went back into the business, helped start the Charles River Ventures office in Silicon Valley. We seeded Twitter. And once I thought I had that down, then I kind of left, started doing stuff on my own and funded a bunch of Web 2 companies and then moved into data science and blockchain and AI.
What are you more interested right now in general and in tech in particular?
Part of the reason we're all here, when there are new waves of opportunity, you can't get up to speed by reading because it takes too long for that stuff to get documented. So it's all human interaction. And I kind of figured that out, by accident around our kite surfing trips in Web 2.0. That's why I joined a firm again to try to sort that out. And once we got the Twitter thing done, I was like, okay, I think I kind of got this. And that's when I started to fund things like Canva and Zoom and other things that were very kind of surface product centric. In the healthcare space, I'm just amazed at the enormity in the United States. People have heard me say this a million times, but it's 19% of GDP. So 1 out of every $5 spent in America is on healthcare. And it's one of the most inefficient systems in the world. It feels like it's all lined up for a wave that will look a little bit like what happened with this siliconization and digitization of the world's IT infrastructure. In the United States, there are some aggressive estimates from people like Eric Schmidt that would say that to power all of the data centers that have been announced by the end of 2027, that America needs 27 more gigawatts of power, which is the equivalent of 27 nuclear power plants in 2 years. And it takes like 8 years to build these things. In the next 3 years following that, there's a need for 63 more gigawatts. So somehow we've got to come up with 90 nuclear power plants in 5 years.